I remember posting a video about asking candidates for the compensation range or just basically what they are currently earning in their current job during interviews. Is it okay to ask that sort of question? And I'm saying this because I've had to experience that myself a lot of times. And I don't know whether we do it out of convention or we do it because we don't know any better, especially for Nigerian um, HR professionals. But before I go into all that, if you're new to this channel, my name is Ijeoma Ucheibe, and welcome to my channel where I talk about everything HR related and its intersection with the law under the Naija HR Chic Series with me. So today I'm talking about whether it's okay to ask candidates, for their compensation during interviews. So I recently had to be interviewed for a role, and that came up. We had a very lovely chat. They asked me about my educational, experience, the expertise at the role, and of course, it was something that was related to what I currently do. And of course, the thing with interviewing for an experienced role is that you don't have to impress so much. You only talk through your achievements at your current role. So there and then they see, okay, this person is not just saying they know how to handle HR functions, but this is how their HR function is going to reduce cost for us or contribute to our bottom line as a firm or an organization, you know, in a 3 weeks, a quarterly period. Because at that point, you have to start thinking strategic. You're no longer just talking about operations anymore, right? So I got that question and I first had to laugh because I'm thinking, okay, I've had a very bad experience where I'd had to give my current pay to a recruiter, and maybe, ladies and gentlemen, they literally just added 3,000 naira to my base pay. Yes, I kid you not. And I said I wasn't going to make that mistake anymore because I took it that, okay, this person should be able to see that because I currently earn 50 naira, it doesn't mean I cannot ask for 200 naira, because that is what my value that I'm bringing to you, my expertise, my experience, right, should be able to afford. And I will talk about negotiating for what you really want when you at interviews at a later date. So I was a little bit hesitant and I had to just go around it and be like, I don't know why this is extremely important to ask, but then again, I always like to give people ranges to say, okay, this is my current range between so and so on a given day, in addition to certain prep that I get at the job. And I hope that you're able to take it. But if you're asking for a particular figure, because I know that this is where they were going, and true to form, that is exactly what they did. They just added, I think, 25,000 naira difference to my my current pay. So I'm there thinking, the location is farther than where I currently worked at the time, and why do you really think that I would want to take that little to move to you? Though we're taking a risk on you. I say, yeah, I know you're taking a risk on me. I'm also taking a risk on you. What's the guarantee that after 6 months you're going to be like, oh, deuces, thank you for your services, right? I know that yes, the Labour Act and recent case law by the National Industrial Court of Nigeria states that you cannot necessarily let go or terminate an employee's contract of employment with you without cause, which is where, of course, performance, appraisals, and all that bit come into play. But then again, you just also have to be careful as an employee so that you're not left standing out in the cold. So those are the first questions I ask. Like, what's the guarantee that after telling you this, you won't also shortchange me in the long run? And I know what value I'm coming to bring to you. You might not really see that right now, and that's why you're trying to go. This is what I am able to do at this time. I laid it out, and but I didn't really feel comfortable about it because I just felt like the person who was not necessarily a HR professional, because I think that everybody just wants to do HR these days without knowing that there's a reason for certification, because then it's almost like a training school for what to do as a professional. You won't compare the kind of HR I did when I was 7, right? And I called myself a human capital officer, and what I am currently doing now, because I have like 2 certifications under my belt, CIPM and that of the SPHRI, right? Being a senior professional in human resources. There's so many things you are taught to know, and it's more scenario based. So it's not like you're just cramming, okay, what is HR, put in your head. So those things come in handy. And these are information that you cannot necessarily give out. It's something that you have to learn for yourself. And experience also comes in to back it up and helps you beef up things that you already learned from a book, for instance, or even taking in an exam. So those are the things I looked at and I felt okay. I wasn't feeling very comfortable about being asked that question, to be quite honest. And I don't think we should ask for those kind of things. Not because you don't think, yes, you want to match their off, you want to match whatever it is they are being paid currently, but at the same time, if you have interviewed someone and you know that this person is deserving of something that is even more than what you have as a budget for that role, I know we're trying to cut costs, right? HR professionals and all that. I do that, but at the same time, let's not get to a point where we make the candidate feel like you are shortchanging them or making them feel less than because of that question. I, for one, would want a world where we don't have to ask people how much they are earning before you tell them how much you want to pay them. Okay, so if the role for that budget is 300, give them a range, because even when they ask, I asked, and the issue kept being skirted around. I'm like, oh, you're asking me about what I currently earn, but when I ask what you are going to pay me, it suddenly becomes a question that, oh, cannot be answered by us. We have to consult, with our superiors to get back to you on that. I just felt a kind of way about it. Do I think people should ask me for that, or do I think candidates should be asked those kind of questions? No, no, no. But then again, I find that Nigerian companies are still doing it. We'll still do it in the foreseeable future for whatever reason, and won't stop. Let me know in the comment section what you think about asking candidates, for their compensation before you give them an offer. Is it ethical? Does it make sense? Should it be done away with? Because not everything I say here is cast in stone. And welcome to a superior argument or different opinion, of course. But till I come here next time, don't forget to follow me on social media. I'm very active on Instagram and LinkedIn at Ijeoma Ucheibe, Ijeoma, the way it's spelled in my description box below. And please don't forget to like, share, comment. Please, I need those comments. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am at Ijeoma Ucheibe, of course, and I'm on TikTok at Naija HR Chic, like it is stated down below. I will speak to you guys much later. Bye.